Hello, everyone. It's so nice to see you all again. Jackie and I are here with you, and we're also here with you virtually. During this time of separation, which seems to be separation, where we're separated from each other, Jackie and I thought it might be helpful to offer you a meditation, a visualization, wherein you can learn to master certain other aspects of your being, to enable you to be in a more relaxed place during these times. And these are skills that you can use for yourself at any time. Our meditation will last a little while. So I invite you right now to simply relax, just settle back wherever you're sitting. Perhaps you're lying down, it doesn't matter. And just begin to notice that your physical body is beginning to relax a little more than it did a few moments ago. And then you're noticing your breath, the rise and fall of your chest, noticing the rhythm of your breathing, which occurs without any effort on your part. You begin to feel good. You're really settling into this moment. Nothing to do or think about for the next little while except listen to my voice and the words I'm speaking. And I invite you now to begin to visualize a loved one using your marvelous mind. Right now, today, your loved one may be a family member, somebody who is present on the earth plane, perhaps someone who's even left. Your loved one may be a romantic loved one, or a beloved child, or even a beloved pet. Right now, I invite you to visualize your loved one, knowing that you can change the visualization next time you play this recording. Although you may be physically apparently separated, in truth, there is no distance nor time that does separate us. We are all one. And today you'll be experiencing what that feels like. This is a new skill that you are mastering. So continuing now to breathe, feeling good, feeling very relaxed and at ease. And you suddenly begin to notice that your loved one has suddenly appeared before you. And they're coming towards you, smiling. You are so happy to see them. They are walking and they are smiling. You are just a few feet away. You open your arms and they open their arms and they come to you and you hug in the most natural, beautiful way. You feel their body touching yours. You feel their arms around your back and your shoulders. Perhaps you might feel their hair, the touch of their cheek. As you hold them, you can feel them breathing. You can feel the rise and fall of their chest and their body. It feels so wonderful to hold them, to feel them in your arms again. You know exactly what this feels like. You're able to speak to them, to murmur, to whisper in their ear. Perhaps you whisper a greeting. I'm so happy to see you again. I'm so happy and overjoyed that we are together once more right now in this precious, infinite moment. I feel you and I know that you feel me. You're really enjoying this long, lingering moment of touching, of hugging, of feeling. This is your loved one. You smile, you laugh a little together, even giggle. You are so happy and pleased to be together. It seems like such a long time, but in infinite terms, it has just been a moment since you saw them. You know exactly how they feel in your arms. And then you begin to look at each other with great delight. You notice that their eyes are shining with love for you, as yours are for them. Perhaps you stroke their cheek and you tell them how much you love them and you love your time with them. And then, very naturally, you reach down and touch their hand. You feel the warmth of their hand in your hand as their fingers grasp around the back of your hand. You feel their fingers and they feel yours. And then you both begin to walk toward the door that has appeared. A beautiful door. It's open, and you naturally begin to walk through it. As you walk through this beautiful door, you notice that there is a serene pathway that unfolds before you. It seems to flow off into the distance between two beautiful hills that are covered with grasses and woodlands. And you both begin to walk down this pathway. You're barefoot. The path is smooth, covered with grass in places. In some places, the ground is firm. There are a few leaves and twigs here and there. In places where the grass is longer, the grass feels cool beneath your feet. There are trees on either side of you, beautiful trees. You see them swaying in the breeze. You hear the movement of the leaves, a delightful sound for your ears. And as you look up even higher, you notice that the sky is completely clear. It is a beautiful blue, more vibrant than you have ever recorded being. It is almost a crystal blue, a crystal sky blue. And the air is fresh. You continue together down this pathway, holding each other's hands. You feel the warmth of their hands, still holding yours, the movement of their fingers. Perhaps your fingers are intertwining from time to time. And you're walking down the path, and you're talking, whispering to each other memories and stories that only you two know. These are delightful stories. Your heart is becoming lighter and lighter as you continue walking down this beautiful pathway which unfolds before you. You're going down a very slight hill. Towards the bottom of the hill, you notice that there's a sparkling, babbling brook. The waters are gently swirling around smooth stones. There are little pools of water here and there with tiny fish that are residing in the brook. You're able to put your bare feet in the water and feel its coolness, which feels refreshing. Perhaps you splash each other a little bit with the water and laugh. You allow your feet to cool and to be refreshed by the waters of the babbling brook. Along the edges of the brook, you see some small animals that have also been attracted to the waters. They seem totally unconcerned of your presence. They know that you have love towards them. They feel your love for each other, for your loved ones. And they feel your love for them. And they are totally unafraid. They are curious. Some come closer and gather near your legs. Perhaps there are little rabbits or little squirrels. You might even see a fawn, a young deer. You can picture the deer in your marvelous mind, seeing its coat of beige and brown, its brown nose and big observant eyes looking at you, its ears with the smooth fur covering, and its white tail. And it comes over to you, and you offer it your hand, and its muzzle is soft and moist against the palm of your hand. And you feel the tickle of a lick of its tongue. And you laugh with your loved one. You now continue across the brook and along the path which gently rises up. And you continue your walk, holding hands, talking, sharing stories, sharing things that only you can share with them. And then you begin to notice that up ahead, the pathway leads to a beautiful glade. A glade of trees. They seem to be mature trees. There are pine trees and birch trees and many other kinds of trees. And you notice that there are two trees fairly close to each other that have a bend in the trunk. And you notice that the bend in the trunk is at the perfect level for leaning into and supporting your back. You each stand next to your respective trees. You're still able to reach across and hold your loved one's hand. You are that close. And then you let go their hand and you bring both of your hands behind your low back and you lean against the tree. The ground around the base of the tree is grassy, and here and there is some cool moss that is growing there. It feels soft and refreshing on the soles of your feet. You notice that the trunk of the tree has been warmed by the sun for several hours. You feel the texture of the bark of the tree. You look up in the sky and you notice that the sun is a brilliant golden white light, brighter and more radiant than you've ever seen before. In fact, all of the colors that you see are bright, just like you saw them as a child. The greens are greener, the blue is bluer, the sun is brighter. It is warm on your skin, the perfect temperature, however, for you. And then you lean back with the hands behind your back against the tree. The back of your head is against the tree. Your feet are on the ground at the base of the tree. And you close your eyes and you begin to feel the pulsation of Mother Earth. You wait for the feeling, for the rhythm that you will feel. It's a little bit like a tiny fruit fly alighting on the back of a giant elephant. And if the fruit fly waits long enough, they would feel the heartbeat of the elephant. And you are beginning to feel the heartbeat of Mother Earth. You feel the energies coming up from the very center of our beloved planet, flowing up through thousands of miles of rock and material, coming up into the tree, into the roots of the tree, into the soles of your feet. You feel a very subtle tingling almost, a feeling that's hard to describe. The feeling flows up your legs. It flows up into your torso. You feel this subtle rhythm entering your hands, which are pressed against the beautiful tree. And you know that these energies are always flowing, that the magnificent tree that you are leaning against feels these energies in every moment and is one with the earth, as are you. And right now you're tuning in to the infinite energies of Mother Earth. You feel your body becoming enlivened. It feels as if you're moving, but yet you're standing still. You feel your heart expanding. You feel that your heart is truly connecting to the tree, to the ground, to the nearby animals, to the brook, to Mother Earth herself. You feel one with your loved one. You feel your loved one next to you against their tree. You feel your heart expanding in ways that you've never ever felt before. You feel your hearts combining together and expanding in a most magnificent, radiant light, like unto the sun that you have been observing earlier. And your golden white light of love that emanates from your heart, from your combined hearts together, goes out and fills the earth. And you feel the heart of Mother Earth and all of the beloved life forms on earth. You feel this radiant love gently, lovingly filling all of the life forms on our world. All of the animals and the fish, the creatures of the forest, the creatures in the jungles and mountains, the beings in the oceans and seas and lakes and rivers and streams, creatures of the sky, the creatures of the soil, and the peoples of the world. You feel their hearts, the uncountable millions of people that are also journeying on our beloved planet, Mother Earth. And you feel their hearts beginning now to expand and to fill with love and light as all are perceiving once again that we are all one together. You feel your heart leaping with unbridled joy and peace. And you know that in this infinite moment, and all the infinite moments yet to come, that all is well and all continues to be well. And then very gently, as you bring your attention back to your breath, and you give thanks to the tree and to Mother Earth for sharing these energies with you, you're able to both reach out together and your hands find each other and your fingers interlock, and you hold the hand of your loved one right at the same time together. And then you begin to move away from your trees, looking into each other's eyes with astonishment and delight and reverence. And you begin to walk back up the pathway together, back the way you came, down the hill, hearing the sounds of nature once again, hearing the trees swaying in the breeze, the calling of birds, their chirps and signals to each other, and the sounds of the little squirrels and other creatures of the woodlands. And you continue down the hill. You cross the brook once more, with its beautiful babbling sound. If you like, you can reach down and drink some of the water from this beautiful, pure brook. And then you continue up the hill, a very gentle hill. Your feet feel so good as they touch the earth and the grasses and the mosses. And you whisper to each other. You delight in each other's company. You look at each other longingly and lovingly. You're so filled with love and joy. And up ahead, once again, you begin to notice that the doorway is awaiting you. And as you still hold hands, you become closer and closer to the doorway. And you hear a gentle bell-like sound that enables you to bring your thoughts back to this moment as you enter the doorway.
And now, as you gently bring your awareness back to where you are right now, bringing your attention to your breath once again, to the rising and falling of your chest, to the memory that breath is what is keeping us alive. Showing gratitude for that breath, knowing that we can always return to our breath to help us if we are feeling anxious, afraid, or whatever thoughts or emotions are going through our minds. Understanding that our marvelous minds have the ability to help us when we feel the anxiousness of thoughts and emotions, as they can sometimes swirl around in our heads. Just imagining those thoughts and emotions as the different kinds of water flowing. Sometimes it's a very gentle, perhaps still water of a creek or of a beautiful lake at sunrise. At other times, that water may get stirred up, like the rippling of the creek or the river. And other times, it may feel a lot stronger to us, like the waves in an ocean, a strong current pulling us towards it. These are the kinds of images that can come into our awareness when we become attached to those thoughts and emotions. But always knowing that we have the ability to go back to those still waters of the Sunrise Lake. Whenever you feel those thoughts and emotions swirling around in your head, just gently bringing your awareness to them without getting attached, without ruminating about the past or trying to grasp at the future. Just noticing what's there right now and honoring the thought and emotion. Simply by noticing and then watching it fade away. During the course of our day, we have thousands, thousands of thoughts, thousands of emotions. Just knowing that that is natural, for we are thinking and feeling human beings. And instead of resisting, pushing them away, simply let them rise to the surface, acknowledge, and let go. These thoughts and emotions are not what's real. What's real right now in this moment is our groundedness, whether it's our feet flat on the floor or whether it's our bottoms on the chair or our backs on a bed or floor. We are simply noticing. And if a thought or emotion does arise for you, pay attention to where you feel that in your body when you notice it arising. You are bearing witness instead of becoming attached. You're bringing some curiosity. You're not pushing it away. You're not pushing it down. For those kinds of activities are dangerous for us. We want to honor those thoughts and emotions so that we can, in fact, let them go. A thought is simply a thought, and an emotion simply an emotion. The more we grab onto them, or the more we resist them, the more we will stay with them. The more challenging those thoughts and emotions are, the more it lowers our vibration. So if we can acknowledge not becoming attached, we can actually raise our vibration. The more we raise our vibration, the more we can bring love into our hearts. And when we have love in our hearts, love of self, love of others, love of the planet and all sentient beings, the greater opportunity we have to find fulfillment and happiness in our lives. The more you can cultivate stillness, even for a short period of time each day, the more you can work with those thoughts and emotions. When you notice them arising, just get curious. Am I feeling that in my heart? Am I feeling it in my hands or my arms? Am I feeling some tension in my neck or my shoulders? All of that is normal. All of our thoughts and emotions are normal. There is nothing wrong, nothing to be done. Simply noticing and then letting go. Just imagining that water metaphor, the stillness of the lake at sunrise, the very gentle ripples of the creek with the sun shining down upon it. We can realize that we can access that inner peace, that inner wisdom at any time, anywhere. The more we stay in the present moment, the more inner peace we will be able to access. Just knowing that we all have the inner wisdom. We all have the resources inside of us. And if we do falter, if we do get sucked into the world of thought and emotion every now and again, simply noticing that, simply noticing that perhaps you are going down a rabbit hole, but also knowing you can stop that by going back into your breath, back into your heart, filling your heart with love and light, and using that light to show you the way. The answer will always be love. Love of self, love of others, whether they be humans, animals, plants, insects. All we need is to access that love. And when you access that love, bringing your awareness to how that makes your body feel as well. Always making the mind, body, spirit connection. Knowing that they are intertwined and that we have the ability to find peace. If you require an image, a metaphor, to help you find that inner peace, to help you still those waters of thought and emotion, imagine that still lake with the beautiful sunrise slowly entering into your awareness. Ever so slowly at first, as it comes higher and higher in the sky, until its beauty and warmth is wrapping its arms around you, holding you close, shining love down upon you with its beautiful yellow, golden, orange rays. As though your loved one is wrapping their arms around you. Holding you close, protecting you from harm. Shining light so that you will be able to tackle anything that comes your way. The challenges we are facing right now, the isolation we might be feeling, all of it is surmountable. So, bringing your awareness to those thoughts and emotions, allowing yourself to feel without becoming attached, without ruminating on the past or worrying about the future. Finding that stillness within, always knowing that it is there for you to access at any time. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings find peace. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I find peace. Thank you, everyone.